Merry Christmas, my PlanCoaster friends. Johnny 5 Alive here, and welcome to the Christmas Eve special for Project PlanCo. We're doing old switcheroony here today, as looking at my sheet, I had episode 54 Fantasy 2 Mega Builds will now be shuffled around, and this will be in its place because it's fitting to have a Christmas themed PlanCo video for today instead of that of fantasy. So I just decided we're a few days away from Christmas now here today. If I do our old switcheroony, we put over fantasy to next week, and then whatever after that to fill in the week, then we can get this Christmas special done and also finish the entirety of the Christmas village. So what an awesome way to celebrate Christmas Eve with none other than a Project PlanCo Christmas edition special. So let's get into it. So yeah, if anyone's wondering, they're going to be out of order now. So episode 54 comes after this. I'll try to remember to renumber them, but that's what happened, just so you all know. All right, we have a bunch of blueprints that I've subscribed to. This is just the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 6. Did I miss one? I must have missed one. I think I missed the boarding station, which is this one, X04. Let's see here. Hollywood made this. That is the one that I missed. Wait, did I miss it? Well, it looks like we're subscribed to 6 now. Alrighty, well, why don't we save the best for last, because that is the boarding station, and we'll get going with, well, let's finish off the plaza here. So X05 is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's the one I forgot to subscribe to, apparently. Then why wasn't there... I'm not sure what I did here. Christmas Project PlanCo House. This little guy. All right. Looks like it fits the volume cube quite nicely. They didn't include the volume, the alignment cube. Okay, we're gonna eyeball it here today. It shouldn't be too hard because, oh, they included the shop as well. I was gonna say we can use the shop to align it. We'll just have to align it to that path ever so gently. So, as we get going here, ask you guys a little bit about Christmas. Christmas Eve. Do you guys celebrate Christmas? And if you do you celebrate Christmas Eve? I don't know if this is supposed to go in or just touch. Most people just have a couple drinks on Christmas Eve, sit around the fire. Some people just open up one present. When I was growing up, we actually opened up, I think, like 90% of our presents on Christmas Eve. And then in the morning, we had a couple Santa gifts under the tree, sort of thing. So that's how my family did it. And honestly, it was cool, but I was never a big fan of it because you open up all your presents at nighttime. And then in the morning, you're kind of like, well, I got a few things I can open up here. But, you know, you want to spend your morning opening up present after present after present and then playing with them all. But if you played with them all at night and you've opened them all at night, then in the morning, you're just kind of like, screw these extra presents. I just want to go play with the ones that I got last night. Why is this, did you give me an alignment snowman? Is that what's going on here? Am I supposed to align it to the snowman? Well, that looks aligned, but did that screw up the shop? It looks a little fine. Huh. I guess I had an alignment snowman. Well, there it goes. So yeah, if you celebrate Christmas Eve, let me know. If you have similar traditions or different traditions or interesting traditions, I'd like to know down below. And there's the hot chocolate shop. It is Street Fox Coffee because there's no hot chocolate in this game, but that'll do. I mean, most coffee shops sell hot chocolate, right? So that makes sense. Street Fox Coffee. This build was created by Little Robot. Just a little robot made this one here for us today. Very cool. And I like the interior here with the Christmas shop. Looking good. All right. Christmas has come. Let's go. That one's in, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. So I can mark that one as... I'm going to mark them off after I'm done because I got confused with this episode so far. So that one is done. The next one I'm looking for is, I think, the North Pole Lodge. Not Dana XO. Ooh. The Mrs. Claus has come out with another Christmas gift for us. Not Dana did this lovely build over here. I added this Sugar Emporium sign here, and then she said on Discord, oh, I totally forgot that existed. You can go ahead and remove the other one if you want. And then I started scratching my head, and I'm like, wait a second. I added that sign in. Now is it weird that there's 2 of them? I didn't think so at the time because I was kind of like on ground level, you see the Sugary Emporium, right? That one is more about like, I could see it from here. So I didn't really think it was weird having Sugary Emporium right under Sugary Emporium. I mean, can you really get enough branding? I don't think so. So I personally think it's fine, but if you guys think we should go ahead and remove that, we can do that, but I think it's good. So, looks like Dana has chosen to do another Christmas build, and I think this one that I'm looking for is X08. This one. Ooh la la. And so some of them are named interesting. So she named it the North Pole Lodge. So that's what I'm looking for here. And it's not there. It's Snowy Resort here. Yes, this matches the Steam page. All right. And we have a cube, and we're just looking at the volume cube. It looks like it fits it very nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and line it up to this cube here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, that's good. So speaking of, Dana, not Dana, has had her name as Naughty Dana at points on Discord. So I was going to say, speaking of being naughty, which wouldn't have made any sense without the reference point, Johnny has been on the naughty list this year. I had all these videos planned. I recorded a bunch, and I had done a big push of like Project PlanCo videos. Like I did a whole bunch of work like a week or 2 ago, and I had most of it scheduled, but there was some park spotlights, some coaster spotlights. I did the pixelated dark ride, and I just like never edited them. And even some of the videos that I had edited, I just never scheduled them. I completely lost sight of my entire schedule for December and literally like didn't finish my work or just didn't hit upload or didn't fill it out on YouTube, right? So all this content you guys were supposed to be watching this month is either going to come at the very end of December, like after Christmas, or like maybe a couple sprinkled into January. And then when I start doing some extra stuff in January, some of that stuff will roll out then too. But anyways, the point is, I had done all this work, and then I just kind of, Rogue Traders came out. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Traders was my Christmas gift to myself, and boy, oh boy, I have 150 hours on it. And just to give you a point of reference, when did it come out? It came out December 7th, which I'm looking at it, it's the 21st today. So I played 150 hours in 2 weeks, in 14 days. So basically like 10 hours a day. I've been playing Warhammer Rogue Traders 10 hours a day. And I haven't even made a dent in the game. The game is massive. I would say it's a contender for taking out Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion, except for Baldur's Gate 3 is fully voice acted, whereas Rogue Traders is semi voice acted, probably like 5-10% of it. There's a lot more reading, but there's a lot more dialogue. It's more rich, it's more lore friendly, or more lore rich, more storytelling. It's just a better version of Baldur's Gate overall, in my opinion, except for the lack of voice act. But I think it has like 20 times the amount of dialogue that Baldur's Gate had. So I didn't even think they could potentially afford to do it because the disc size would be too big. Anyways, I'm rambling about that stuff, but Dana, you've done another amazing build, and I'm really happy that you've covered it in Christmas lights. Let's take a look at that real quick, because there was a couple around here that were like a little bit on the dim side, and this is very beautiful at night. So I'm very happy to see the Christmas lights. I think it was this building back here that was lacking some lights, so we're gonna have to add that on there. Batch has been watching the videos, so note to Batch, string up some Christmas lights if you get a chance in your polish phase. In fact, I would probably just take some of the ones off Dana's and go boop boop and copy the same kind of lay it in style. So anyways, what I was just saying, to wrap up what I was saying, if you are looking for a game that's going to last you a very long time, and you're into CRPGs that are very similar to Baldur's Gate, that you can also play multiplayer, and you have a team of 6, basically same format, CRPG, turn-based, make decisions, good, bad, somewhere in between, be a heretic, a space marine for the emperor, whatever you want to do there. I highly recommend Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. It would be probably my game of the year next to Marvel's Midnight Suns and Baldur's Gate. So those would be my top picks for the year so far. And moving on up, I was thinking of doing a best games of the year from my perspective. I have played about 10 games that came out this year, throughout this year. So I have about enough for a top 10. So that one was from Not Dana. And the next one is also from Not Dana. So what are we looking for here? 09. It should be next to this one, right? Yeah, 09, right over here. So I'm just gonna assume it fits the cube. We're gonna pull it out and... Ooh, this this build, I'm glad that she went pretty big with it. This area was looking quite naked because the two builders to the sides of her, or to the side of her, to the right side of this build, they ended up going like under their volume cubes by quite a lot. As you can see, they're pretty small builds. So this area is a little bit on the naked side, but we can throw a few bushes and some boulders, some rocks and stuff to fill out the area a little bit more. But matches very nice to the build that you got here. And again, loving the Christmas lights on this one. Like the contrast between the white and the brown. Reminds me of like a chocolate. I want to eat it. It looks delicious. White and brown. White chocolate, brown chocolate. Let's go. The contrast is great. It looks amazing. And the little Christmas trees down below and some presents inside. Amazing builds. So Not Dana choosing 1, 2, 3 Christmas builds from the Christmas Village. Very it seems to me like you like doing the buildings because you had a plot or so, or if I remember correctly, it was like a flower. This one, right? No, somewhere. Here. Not Dana. You had a little building back here. It was very nice. And I think you got into the rhythm of doing kind of like buildings, and the Christmas Village is the best way to replicate what you've already done in the park so far. And I think this is even more fun because you get to do those lights and stuff. This is more akin to what you did earlier, and I very much think you've improved on your style, even though the last one was very, very good. So amazing stuff so far. Who's next? Cody Bits with X13. Which one's X13? That's 15. It's got to be this one. 13. Okay, a big corner build from Cody. Christmas plot. And it's got to be this one. Let's go. Colored cube. I like it. Oh, yeah. I did notice, because we're playing Planet Coaster and very theme park heavy channel, Park Beyond might actually finally be something worth investigating and playing again. They did add in a, what do you call it, presentation mode, where you can hide the UI. Can't do it in the click of a button because you can't do hotkeys in that game, but it's not too bad. And you can walk around the parks like this now. So I was like, oh, and I booted up the game real quick. We're slightly off. Oops. It should be fine. I booted up the game real quick. Look at this. This is crazy. All sorts of different pieces gone into this. Wow. It's a very interesting mashup. It's like a crooked chimney built here. Yeah, this is wonky and crazy, and I love it. Very fun, Cody. Very fun. And it's a candy store. And I love the Sugary Emporium candy canes, the lights on them. Great choice there. Really good choice. We are probably going to ride this flat ride too once we get all these builds in. So why don't we keep on keeping on? X15 is next, which would be created by Coaster Crutz. Again, I feel like Coaster Crutz must have at least 10 builds throughout the recordings we've done over the course of December. I feel like they come up every single episode, right? Or every other episode at the least. Very cool though. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. That is totally cool. Just getting very familiar with your name and your build styles, and you haven't disappointed so far. So if a builder can build, I don't have a problem with them doing multiple builds. I needed all hands on deck to get these 130 plots done so we can get this park all wrapped up and ready to go like a Christmas present. So that's what we're doing. Look at that. I think the ride actually comes through here, which should be kind of cool. I like the big red look to it. It's got a bit of like an Oriental Asian aesthetic to it with the pieces that you use, the gold on red. But I like the mashup. It also has that Christmassy feel. Like the Christmas lights, I would have loved to see the Christmas lights brought over these walls as well. That would have been nice. I guess we could grab one, can't we? Now, would I put them on the gutters? Probably. That's kind of where people hang Christmas lights, right? Or just like on the trim. So we put one there, slide it over, and one there. And then let's go find this wall. One there. There, quick little tweak to just extend your lights. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, really nice build there. We got one more big one, but I wanted to finish my thought. This is crazy. It's a boarding station for this ride. So I expect big things out of this. Who did this one? It was a Hollywood. My thoughts. Park Beyond might actually be playable now. Oh my good Christmas. This is amazing. I can't talk about Project PlanCo right now because it would be a disgrace to this build. And I love the little carolers inside. Amazing. This is just so over the top. Oh my God. Wow, you did a snow globe Christmas tree made out of pieces, and you made a candy cane cobblestone building with a red entrance. That is fantastic. Got a little bit of a low, well, hopefully we don't hit our heads coming out of this. Should be fine, I presume. Wow, holy moly. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I scared my cat. Sorry, Vizzy. Handstand snowman. I don't know how that works, but that's actually kind of cool. It would probably crush itself, but if you could get it just right in a way where it doesn't, you'd have to put like a rock in the bottom one just so it like doesn't crush. But doing that in real life, if possible, would be a one-of-a-kind snowman, that's for sure. Are you guys getting a lot of snow where you live? I've had a little bit of snow, but it's usually gone by the evening or the next day. But I've had nothing but snowy mountains. My mountains are looking like that. Looks really nice to look out the window and not have it. Yeah, the snow here in Kelowna is really nice too. Back in Vancouver, the snow would just be like, it would snow and it would stay, but it would rain and it would just be like slush everywhere you go, just slush everywhere. It was nasty, nasty, nasty snow. And it's like cold rain with snow that just doesn't want to melt everywhere. And you just get slushy city, a slushy, mushy city, and it sucks. Here in Kelowna, it gets cold, it snows, and then it warms up real quick, and then it's gone. So it's there, and then it's not. So you can appreciate it for a day, and then you don't have to deal with it the next day. And it's kind of like the perfect snow, in my opinion. Yeah, that's an incredible build, Mr. Hollywood. Outdoing yourself at every step of the way in this project. This Christmas villa has really turned into something special, you guys. It's extending all the way from here. I think I talked to Batch about adding in a Welcome to Christmas Villa or something like that sign. And we're going to get that in there later. But yeah, starting from here, like, oh, it's beautiful. A great little Christmas village. What I like about it is that, you know, there's enough here to create for like a really nice plaza where you can go shopping and look at everything. You can get some food. The guests can do their things. They can go to the bathrooms, get all their treats and coffee and all that. But then this whole village back here is the theming to a ride. The idea of doing plots for rides is something great. And it would have been probably too chaotic to do it for the ones that we made here. And I think what our builders did with a handcrafted specialty ride is going to give an experience that plots just simply cannot. Somebody's also working on the plots for this. I can't remember the name, but that's on the go. And then, yeah, but these handcrafted experiences are very, very special. But I do think in the future, if we wanted to do a similar project to this, doing the plots for rides is quite fun. I really, really, really come to like it. Anyways, to finish off my thought before we go on the ride here, Park Beyond, they gave us a free update, like a Christmas present or something. I don't know. They're like, here's a free update. It looks pretty cool. They added fantasy to the game, and there's like a new expansion. They added the wooden roller coasters. That's right. We can actually make wooden roller coasters, and I checked them out, and I built one in game, and it looks pretty nice. Like, it has wooden supports, just like the ones in Planet Coaster. By default, it's a swinging mine train bucket, and it just goes to show how out of touch those developers are. Like, they're like, it's a wooden coaster. It's like, no, it's a mine train coaster. But you can swap out the car for a traditional car. But the funny thing is that traditional car, quote unquote traditional car, was already in the game. This one here, it was already in Park Beyond. It was designed for the metal coaster. So it's just kind of ironic that they had the wooden coaster car for the wrong coaster type, and then they added in a wooden coaster, but it was a mine train coaster. But if you take what was there previously and added in with what they've added, you can actually get a traditional wooden coaster. And they also added monorails, which I thought was cool, but it has all the same elements. So it is this kind of a track. but it's basically like a coaster. And they have some unique trains that you could put on it. But you could build it just like a coaster, not like a monorail. So you can use it as a monorail, or you could use it as a coaster. And in my opinion, I think they inadvertently, accidentally just made a single rail coaster and called it a monorail. Again, with the developers being kind of out of touch. Anyways, I thought I'd bring it up here because if you are looking for another game to play, we're probably coming up on a Steam sale, and I would imagine Park Beyond would most likely be on that winter Steam sale. So I think now it might finally be worth grabbing, and I'm probably thinking about going and giving it another playthrough for the new year. And just checking it out, making some videos on it, see how I feel, and we could do some park spotlights because you can now share your creations with the community with their sharing system, even if you're on console or PC, you could share cross-platform. A little Christmas present. Give yourself a Christmas present. If you've burnt yourself out on Project PlanCo, on Planet Coaster, maybe go give Park Beyond a different try if they got like a 50% off sale. I definitely think it's worth it at that price. Anyways, that's worth checking out. And Warhammer, that's been my naughty list game. So let's go ride the Christmas coaster. Woohoo! Let's get it. It's Christmas time. Do we have a Christmas song? Sleigh Ride, Project PlanCo Jingle Bells Punk. A custom song. I didn't hear this before, did I? Well, this should be interesting. Go in seat view. Oh, pause. Nighttime. Definitely want to go on this at night. Ooh. Ba-da. Where did you get this song? Is it copyright free? Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. So, because this is a Bitter Elegance park, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the song, but I do have it on Spotify. What I could do is contact the Bitter Elegance. Spotify. I think this shouldn't give me a copyright strike, and we could play this instead. And if everything goes good, then I will get the song from them and we'll add this to the coaster instead. So I'm going to switch it to no music, and we're going to close it down and reopen it. And then I'm just going to play this song from the Bitter Elegance while we go on the ride. Hopefully this should all work. Let's push play on the song, push play on the ride. Here we go. Yes. Oh, push play. Perfect for Christmas Eve. Let's go. Yes, I'm in the Christmas mood now, the Christmas spirit. Let's go. This would be actually perfect. The thrill of hope, the weary one rejoices for your sad guy. Breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees to the Yeti Lord. Let's go. Some feel-good music right there. Okay, here we go. We're gonna sled. Literally sled. Truly, he taught us to love one another. Whoa! Little jump there. And his gospel is peace. I like how it's like not so laggy, and then it turns towards the city and laggy. Shall he break? For the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of
joy. In grateful chorus raise we
Awesome.
let all within
So the song
us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord.
Let's finish the song.
Praise his name forever. Noel, Noel, oh night divine. Noel, Noel, oh night divine.
Let's go. Amazing. So the song's about a minute too long. So, I mean, the PlanCo does a good job at blending it. It would just kind of end randomly. I could chop it down or just leave it. It could be fine the way it is. But Merlot does an amazing job singing that song. So, being able to use the Bitter Elegance music, I think that one was really, really nice. Goes perfectly for a beautiful Christmas village in Planet Coaster in partnership with the Bitter Elegance. So let me know what you guys think down below. I think it's pretty great. I don't think it should get any, I mean, sometimes like those Christmas songs and jingles are a little bit like sketchy because I guess you can copyright a melody. And that's where it's like, if you hum the melody, you might get a copyright strike. Like we did a Fallout, no, what was it? What's that song? The Fallout 76 song. I can't even think of it now. West Virginia. Is that what the song's called? I don't know. We did a kazoo version of the West Virginia song. What is that song? Take Me Home Country Roads. Yeah, we did a kazoo version of that. We got a copyright strike because the melody matched that of Country Roads. I was pissed because it wasn't Country Roads. It was like some meme-ish kazoo. So anyways, depending on who originally created the song, the copyright restrictions will be more or less. And in the case of like a Christmas video, I don't really care if we get demonetized on a Christmas video, as long as it's not a strike, because then I can't publish the video at all. So I think it should be fine nonetheless. Anyways, yeah, amazing, beautiful Christmas village. I love the way the lighting goes together. I mean, I usually try to pick a favorite build every episode. Sometimes I forget, but like, what can you even say? This one by Hollywood is the kingpin of the entire area, and you did it justice. A boarding station for the ride. It's a centerpiece. It's amazing. If we had done a centerpiece contest like we did with the previous areas, I would expect something to this caliber. And it's a smaller plot with a bigger restriction or a tighter restriction with less pieces allowed. You still came out on top with you know, a beautiful looking centerpiece, as if you had the full 4,000 to work with or something crazy like that. So I could only imagine what you would have done if this was a larger plot with 4K pieces like we had done previously with these other ones. So Hollywood keeps coming forward, showing us what they're capable of in Planet Coaster with some amazing builds, and I believe even some more yet to come. So amazing stuff. Dana also heavy hitter in this area of the park with 3 different amazing builds, all really nicely well lit at nighttime. So everybody's done a really amazing job. Yeah, I love them all. So great job on this one, everybody. The Christmas Village is, I guess, our first fully completed area in Project PlanCo, and that is the gift that keeps on giving, is Project PlanCo. Here we have a Christmas special for Christmas Eve, and we have completed the area. So this is the first of many more areas to come, and depending on how many plots some of the other areas have, like pretty much whenever, if we go back here, it'll be done the next episode. Probably same with Pirate. So most of the areas that we're going to next will probably conclude them. And there's some fantasy stuff here that you guys will be seeing that was supposed to be today's video. That's why it's all here. You'll be seeing it in the next one. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and take it easy, relax a little bit, enjoy your time with your family, and then, get back to it in the new year. Boom. All right, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Christmas Village is complete. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Merry Christmas.